Good morning and welcome back to Astana's Expo. It's a wet and windy day today, so I'm going to go inside into the Death Star, or Nur Alem as it's meant to be called. So all these different dioramas show different types of green energy for the future. They sort of look interesting, but let's see what else we can find. This fountain isn't a fountain, by the way, but sort of lots of coloured string or plastic string on a motor. Slightly disappointing. So apparently this big thing is a mock-up of Kazakhstan's tokamak. I didn't know they had a tokamak. What it is that it is for fusion, nuclear fusion, which creates far more electricity and power than the nuclear fission that we currently use. And they say they're going to try and have it up and working before anybody else in the world on their little signs. Whether that's true, I don't know.
See you on the other side. Stay alive. Stay alive. I got to keep it together. Keep it together.
That's a little very disorientating short film that shows a recognisable futuristic Astana full of flying cars, and they must be all electric as well, I'm sure. Everything just running perfectly, and whether that's going to happen, who knows, but let's see in 20 years. We have a little mini base wreck just here. So this bit is meant to show off Kazakhstan itself. It's their own part of the pavilion, or it's their own part of the expo, and just Kazakh nomadic culture. When we were here last year, we did manage to experience quite a lot of Kazakh culture. It was very good, sleeping in yurts and eating plov and all that sort of stuff. Really enjoyed it. Got to see much more of the sort of countryside than we've managed to this year, but hopefully we'll be able to get out quite soon, hopefully this weekend. I don't like it, we're too high up. These are solar panels. And the whole Nur Alem, or Death Star, is covered in solar panels. And then just up here they've got a couple of giant wind turbines, and hopefully they're producing enough solar energy and wind energy to cover all the electricity that runs this place. The Death Star then is 80 meters in diameter, and it's meant to be the first perfectly spherical building in the world, and it's 100 meters tall in total, but there's a sort of level at the bottom that it sits on. Yeah, I guess it's pretty. So there's 8 floors of different exhibitions, all devoted to a different major resource: space energy, solar energy, wind energy, all that sort of stuff. Where exactly they're going to get energy from in space, I don't know. Mars? Solar winds? Who knows? It's in Russian or Kazakh. I can't understand it. It's all been made very much to look like the bridge of the Enterprise in Star Trek, hasn't it? Fancy a coffee in space? seems like there's a lot of stuff celebrating spaceflight, but whether there's actually anything about space energy, I'm not sure. Couldn't really see anything, but space is fun anyway. So solar energy then. We've got our solar cars and our solar planes and another solar car and how it all might look like in the future. Flexible solar car that could be worn like chainmail or something like that. That might be pretty fun. Charging up your phone as you're sort of on the go from the sun. They're trying to recreate the nuclear fusion that happens in the sun. So quite a lot of the information is fairly basic, but I guess it has to be fairly basic. Most people aren't going to understand the full ins and outs of how solar power works, and they don't really need to. They just need to know that it's better than what we have at the minute. So it's all probably a good idea. If only there was more people here. Just really Kazakhs, and it's good for them to learn about it. But the sort of thing that needs the attention of the world more than just Kazakhstan. They've even built a wind tunnel. This one is a gentle breeze. Finally, we have a gale. So now I know what wind feels like. The thing that we've noticed from being in Astana for so long that we hadn't really noticed before is that it is a very windy city. We were only here for 2 days last year and we just got sun, but it's very windy. It's quite stormy. Storms will blow in every couple of days, these huge big thunder cracks and lightning all over the place, and it's amazing. But there's certainly a lot of potential here for them to use wind power, and then on the days when there isn't, certainly during the summer, it's 40 degrees, so there's plenty of solar power as well if they want. Biomass level, which is all about the energy that is stored in plants, and it's the most beautiful one because countryside, right?
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow.
They have all these wood chips and things like that up from the ground for burning. Which is renewable, yes, but it still releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere because it's burning stuff. It's not too much different to using oil, really. You're still using the organic mass and releasing carbon dioxide. Of course, there's other ways than just burning to release the energy from organic matter, like fermentation that they were showing there, and using different chemicals and using bioluminescence, and so maybe it is something that is better than just simply burning everything. It's like a giant hamster wheel, isn't it? The point is to show how kinetic energy can be used to power machines and things like that. So using the energy created by the movement that's already happening. One of the sort of famous ways that kinetic energy is being used is the brakes on a Prius or a Formula 1 car. And it's those that charge the batteries that are used to power the cars whenever the engine isn't running. It it just gives it a little bit more range using less fuel.
Like a shadow dark and cold to the touch.
Although there still hasn't been an answer yet found to the struggle with perpetual motion. Nobody's figured out exactly how to do it. Now I've got to figure out how to get downstairs.
Go on, just do what you do.
Their wave machine isn't working at the minute. All of this seems devoted to wave energy, which is one of our best options at the minute because the waves just keep going and they're so big and strong. Water still has to be pumped somewhere to a greater height, but it's one of the best ways of storing energy as well, is to pump water up high and then let it flow down and use it as it's flowing. There is a good fact for you that hydropower supplies 76% of all renewable energy at the minute, which is a huge amount. Now I am back on the ground floor. I've just been asked for what my YouTube channel is by this little boy. It's very strange. And yeah, so that is me for today. Click like if you enjoyed it, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you soon. Bye!